CIT 1122, packet tracer 1.5.10. Verifying directly connected networks. In this case, we're just going to make a couple changes to the routers. It follows the same pattern as the last one. Left-hand side is IPv4, right-hand side is IPv6. So we're just going to use a couple of show commands and possibly introduce something new called the pipe that you can use to shorten the outputs of certain things. So we'll take a look at all those. Objectives, IPv4 directly connected networks, IPv6, troubleshoot, yes, yes, yes. Background, not a whole lot. Hopefully you've logged into a router before. And let's get into the instructions. So let's verify IPv4. So we're going to go into router 1 and we're going to use the show IP interface brief command and we're going to add a pipe. And the pipe's just going to say this, exclude any interfaces that are not assigned. Okay, that sounds good. So let's click on that and we'll go here and let's get in here. Show IPINT brief. Let's just do it for real for once, and there we go. And hey, look at that. There's two unassigned interfaces there. The serial 001 and VLAN 1 are both unassigned. Now let's do it again, but let's add the pipe command. So let's add the pipe, and the pipe is going to say, in this case, exclude unassigned. And whoops. And there we go. And there's the command again. And this time the unassigned interfaces have been removed. So, hey, how great is that? Looks pretty good. Let's look at the IP addresses and then let's compare them to the addresses that we have. Or I guess let's look at, I think it says let's look at the status first. And we see something that's glaringly bad right here. G0/0/0 is administratively down. And when an interface is administratively down, you know that to rectify that, all you have to do is add the no shutdown command. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. So INTG 0/0/0, whoops, 0/0/0, and we'll go no shut. And that interface goes into an upstate. So that's pretty good. So we did that. So we refer to the address table, make any necessary corrections. Display the routing table by filtering the start with the word gateway. Let's do the same kind of thing here. This is pretty cool. Let's take a look at that. So we'll do exit, we'll do exit again, and this time we're going to say show IP route. And show IP route gives you all of this. And what they're going to say is if we use the begin with gateway or gate, then it'll actually start here. So let's do it again. And this time add the pipe command. And we'll use begin as our keyword, begin, and gate would be the word that we're looking for. And this time, you can see here, it starts here. We lose the codes table at the top. So saves a little bit of space on the screen, and a lot of times it's more efficient if you can start using the pipe commands. Something very easy you can use to get used to setting things up. So you can see that those are looking pretty good. And we've got some basic interfaces there. We can do more piping, but let's go ahead and look at the addresses and make sure that they're all set. I'm going to scroll back up here and make sure everything is as it's supposed to be, and it is not. If we look at serial 010 here, the IP address is not set to the correct address. This is set to 229. And this address is supposed to be 225. So let's go ahead and fix that problem. So we'll go to INT S0/1/0, and we'll just do IP address, and we'll go 209.165.200.225. All right, now when you change an IPv4 address, since you can only have one IPv4 address on an interface at a time, you don't have to do no IP address and take the wrong one out and put the new one in. You just put the new one in, and it will pop right into place. Okay, so that's pretty good. I'm done with the IPv4 stuff. So let's go ahead and close router 1, and let's take a look at router 2. Let's see what's going on down there. So let's take a look down here to part 2. Verifying IPv6 addresses and port status for R2. They're going to start. We're going to do the exact same thing. Show IPv6 INT brief instead of show IP INT. Show IP IPN. Just show IP INT brief, which we did on router 1. So let's go show IPv6 INT brief. And we can see we've got some addresses that are posted here. And they look okay. There is a slight problem, though. If we look at our table and we look at the G0/001 and we check it against what we have here, G001 here is 2001 DB8 C0DE13 : 1, and what we have here is 14. So that is going to be an issue. Now, the way that they roll you through the end of this is a little different than the way I would do it. So they tell you to remove that address first and then put the new one on, the correct one on second, but I'm going to do it the opposite way. So I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you a fast way to get to this. So I'm going to do config T, and I'm going to do int G0/0/1, and I'm going to say IPv6 address, and then I'm going to go ahead and put in the correct address first. So I'm going to go 2001 DB8 CODE 13 : 1/64. Now, that's great. We just put in the correct address. But in IPv6, if you have made a mistake, at this point, if we were to do a do show IPv6 INT brief again, look what happens. Look at G0/1. Oh no, G001 has two addresses, the correct one and the incorrect one. So what I'm going to say is this, is we're just going to go back here, and we're just going to, once we've got the right address in, it's really easy just to make a little repair, and we'll do a no IPv6 address, and we'll take that one out, and now we're in business. Now it looks the way that it's supposed to, and we've scored our 100%, and there's nothing more for us to do in this particular lab. So I hope that if you were lost, that you have been found.